Hello everyone, welcome to the Leoguidance time and welcome back if this is not your first time. Today's pick card reading is going to be a special collaboration with four amazing tarot readers, which we all will be bringing in messages in regards to our identity from five different aspects. So, Giant from Scarlet Serpent Tarot will be bringing in messages from the higher self. The F from Damselflies will be bringing in messages from the Divine Masculine. Linda from the Love Fighter will be bringing in messages from the Shadow Self. And Odessa from Odessa Moon Mystic Intuitive Healer will be bringing in messages from the Divine Feminine. And I will be bringing in messages from the Inner Child. And I cannot just wait for diving deep into this reading. And also can't wait to basically hear also from you, hopefully in the comments, about the synchronicities between different readings and the messages you have received. So before I dive deep into the pick card portion of this reading, I'd like to share with you and bringing in more clarity about who our inner child is. But if you would like to skip in this part, you can always find the timestamps in the description box below. But I highly recommend for you to stay just a little while longer. So our inner child is always been a part of ourselves since we have been conceived. Our inner child holds experiences. It's like the good experiences and at the same time bad experiences, like the traumas or childhood fears, some significant losses that we have been experienced. So it's a little bit hard to pinpoint, especially depending on what a stage and which stage of our lives we have been going through, that which of these good or bad experiences might be resurfacing for us to realize. But it's always possible to realize the patterns around it, to bringing in a more clarity and understanding. And also, our inner child is our subconscious, who has been start receiving messages even way before we could be able to proceed them, progress them emotionally and mentally. So our inner child holds memories and emotions, and at the same time it just holds experiences in regards to the past and hopes for the future. So my aim is really to bring in messages in regards to these deep aspects. So I really would like to give in some kind of like a heads up about like a trigger warning, since we are going to dive deeper into these aspects of ourselves. It's very likely that some maybe hard to hear messages to arise, but my purpose and intention is always to bring out the messages for the highest good of everyone involved. So please keep that in mind, that you always have a power to accept or reject any messages that you're hearing. But I'm going to leave you here and jump into the pick a card portion of this reading. So for the pick a card portion of this reading and selfie and identity collaboration, I will be using three different cartoons from the 19s to represent each of the three piles. I hope that each of the images that I selected in regards to all of the three cartoons will be very indicative about what cartoons they are, so that I hope that you guys might be resonating while picking the piles a little bit more. And also, please do not forget to check out the other four amazing readers about the messages from the rest parts of your identity. I believe that you're going to find amazing resonances between the messages in regards to your different aspects of your identity. You're going to find they are linked in the description box below, so that you can go and check out for the rest of the further readings as well, so that you can complete the whole five. I'm going to leave you in here and going to directly into the pick a card portion of your reading, and hopefully I'm going to see at your file. Hello, group number one. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Flintstones, then this is going to be your reading. So, before I dive deep into your reading, I'd like to share with you what I have felt during your meditation. It was a very different and a little bit heavy, but at the same time, incredibly peaceful feeling. I have felt I have felt like you guys might be going through some surrendering right now. It just I heard at first that um, like whatever you're going through is like basically transitioning, so the hardest part of the transaction is over and you're just like surrendering to the heaviest emotions and you're like letting it go, and it felt really heavy, but it's also like so relieving that it's like finally happening. If that does make sense for you, at least that was a feeling I got. You might be resonating with it. Also, for some reason, I heard the song My Immortal from Evanescence. So you might love the song, or there might be some messages in the song for you. I did not mean like, I wasn't intending to like channel any songs or anything, but it just come specifically for group number one for now for you. So let's see. I already picked up some oracle cards, but I will dive deeper into them later on during your reading. So I'll start with your tarot cards and going to shuffle them. So first of all, group number one, I would like to see how your inner child feels currently. How your inner child feels currently, group number one. How your inner okay. We have strength and tower, strength and reverse and tower. Something is shaking up your world, group number one. It's like ego is falling apart, but I'm mostly sensing that the ego who's like which is falling apart is not actually your ego. Like the people, like a false masks are falling it down, and then you might be picking up too much on other people's energies. I'm getting chills, and this might be so painful. Maybe you stand on your own ground and it make you somehow feel weak, because and then you saw people's reactions, like literally it's a reaction. I'm not sure if it was physical somehow, but it doesn't necessarily, but there were some bursts of emotions. I'm picking up an energy that it was mostly coming from the others, but not from your side. Maybe you were even too silent or just observing or even absorbing unintentionally their side of the experiences. And I saw O three in the clock, so you might be seeing repetitive angel numbers, and you can also check the meaning of all three. So there are big jumps happening for you right now, like a false masks, and the people who are not meant to be in your life, they are basically thrown away. Like this is a big divine intervention and it's happening for a reason. You're very much aware of it, but it's really like the house on fire, kind of like a mode. Maybe you feel like you just want to, I don't know, move to a hotel for a little while, or any kind of like hostel, or like move away from the city if it's possible. Like if you have been living with someone and you had some, it's not even an argument, it's like a very big, like a fundamental differences in the point of views which cause a big break, big breaking point, that I feel like there is no return back. But that also feels somehow like a specific message. Maybe not all of you are gonna resonate, but I feel like at a general level, like something big has just like shaken up your world, which make you feel weak. But you've been through there, you've gone through that, so you know you're not weak. But it's just that maybe you already been through a lot until this point, so you felt like you don't have the energy to deal with it. So maybe the surrendering message is coming is through like this. Then we have Knight of Wands in reverse. So if there were some people in your life which have these like flaky energies, like in and out energies, they're on purposely being removed from your life. Yeah, something you have been holding on to basically. You might be having some even like maybe financial ties with these people. Maybe you work with them at the same place, or you like studied them together, etc. Like something like a earthly bondings with these people that I feel, and they were not seeing it coming. I feel I want to get some clarity in here. Let me see if we can get more. Ooh. Okay, there was one more card. I will just pick that one up. Oh, sorry for the shake. So, oh, yes. Okay, we have Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and Two of Pentacles. Yes, I mean, you've been the giver, and basically something lit a fire inside of you. Like, I'm seeing this one as like a divine justice coming basically from above, and it's just like basically giving it to you to realize your own power and bring justice and equal give and take to the situation. You have been contemplating upon it, like you feel like you couldn't basically mediate the situations anymore. You couldn't just get by anymore. You couldn't just shush anymore. You couldn't just act like you haven't seen it or understood it anymore. So basically, divine justice. I'm really picking up high divine justice energies with the Six of Pentacles and Ace of Wands is a birth into the situations. And I'm hearing that after now on, people who deserve your energy and who need your energy and who truly need your energy, but at the same time going to give you back. It doesn't have to be materially, but they're going to give you back even energetically by just being really appreciative of you. So it's like a good karma kind of like a way. Those type of people are going to be put in your way after this point. Like those people who were not serving you meant to be removed for your blessings to come in. I'm also picking up an energy that you might be feeling like, what wishes, what blessings, or what manifestations. I am picking up an energy that you might have wished that very long while ago until a point that you forgot. Hmm. Let's take up number one, like what you have lacked as a child. What you have lacked as a child. And I was hearing that your inner child might be not used to setting those kind of boundaries or being that upfront and maybe up to a sense of like cutting, but I don't think I'm picking up a very warm and genuine and authentic energy from you. But you being able to do this kind of like a very like a firm stand firming action was something your inner child was needing and not familiar with. So it feels a little bit recessive right now. Maybe your inner child, I'm feeling like at the observer mode, like it's on the sidelines until you really own what is happening and really embrace the fact that you did the best you could have done in this situation, because it is the fact, and you're going to be better, and you don't need it's a little hard to say, like you were never meant to be like needing actually these kind of people, because you're already enough very much of yourself. But it's to the point that maybe there was some part of you who were feeling like you might be needing these kind of people at some point or stage in your life, but you don't anymore. So maybe there was a part of you in your inner child who were feeling bonded or conditioned to them, but now it's taken away, like the rug is just like swept under your feet. So your inner child might be feeling like, but like, who's going to protect me? Like, who's going to support me? It is you. I guess like a reconnection with your inner child. I'm saying a reconnection because you never lost this connection, I feel, is very much needed to make your inner child feel safe. Like doing the things that is going to make your inner child feel safe is very important. And we're going to look out for it. But yeah, so let me see what you lacked as a child. Group number one. Oh, recognition. Six of Wands in reverse. You haven't been acknowledged like with your successes. Like whatever you achieved, the people were always like, well, were people undermining you, or like you achieved something and they were like, oh, was that so easy? Like it's that kind of like a thing of you got 100 out of hundreds and your parents are like, oh, so exam was easy, or you got a 98 out of 100 and they're like, why didn't you get like hundreds? Of course it's so easy to say that if you just like get a little bit lower grade than like you didn't study, etc. So whatever you did was never enough, and I'm picking up an energy that you were actually quite successful. um Also, you might have quite like multiple different interests that maybe you jump from one to another, and that might have been also perceived as like, is this a thing like a monkey's attitude, like jumping from one thing to another? It's to the point that people did not, even your parents did not take you seriously. Yeah, Seven of Wands in reverse. Like it's the energy of like being on the defense always against other people, even your own kin, even your own like blood. If that is like if that's an indication for you to feel close to someone. The Fool. Your inner child is a lack that spontaneity, that basically being a child and trusting. Maybe you did not have parents or like figures that you can actually trust and who can support you. Or on the very opposite side, yes, I'm picking up like a very untraditional energies in here. You might not have been having some dominant, not dominant, but like a constant presence of parental figures around you. It doesn't have to be your own parents, but like any parental figures that could have been there. Maybe it was changing. Very specific message. You might have been adopted and changing families as well. But like there's something in here that you're very free spirited, but there was always this sense that lack of foundation, that maybe you did not know what's going to happen next. Maybe you didn't even be able to stay at a place long enough to be understood as who you truly are, because you're ever changing, like your journey is ever changing. And I'm seeing that you haven't been giving a proper opportunity, unfortunately, until this moment. Yeah, Ace of Cups. I mean, like, you have such beautiful love deep in your heart, and such beautiful heart that it could forgive literally anyone about any misfortune or any unjust that happened in the past. Okay, let's take out number one. Like, what is that something that left your inner child's card? What's that something that left your inner child's card? We have Queen of Pentacles. I'm picking up like a motherly energy in here, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. I said reverse, it's not reverse. Was there some kind of like I'm hearing manipulation. It's like a manipulation energy though in here, but I'm feeling like you lacked a motherly, feminine presence figure. Like something was always up and down. Maybe it was represented as so neat and good to the external parties, to the outside, but that wasn't the actual fact. That was not what you were experiencing. Ace of Swords. You lack the clarity, you lack the closure, I'm hearing, or confrontation. I'm not sure if you have been like kind of left by your birth mother or any kind of parental figures, which should be embodying a feminine energy, or who embodies a feminine energy. But like there was this like, I'm hearing, I'm picking up an energy that you did not know where you stand with them, if they loved you or not. It's like a very different energy for me. As if like they had this like wall around their heart. Maybe they were like absent, like they were there, but they were absent emotionally. because like they never seen it better as well. So they are there, they support you, but at the same time, whenever you want to talk with them or you do talk with them, as if like you're talking to a wall. So it's also because of like our parents have their own issues as well, but it is just they couldn't do any better. They couldn't have been any better. Maybe like I'm picking up an energy that they were there. They were like maybe even like yeah, it's a natural thing when it happens to providing financially, etc. But still, there was some lackness in here. King of Cups. Give me a moment. It's that emotional component that I was picking up. Maybe you're like a divine masculine, like a father figure, like left the family. Maybe you were only like with your mom, and after that, kind of like a separation, like she go within a little bit more. Um, Very much like a different energy is coming up in here. Please take what is resonating with you. But regardless of the hardships that has been gone through, going group number one, I'm picking up an energy of like such a childlike energy within you. It was always there and present. And I'm getting up I'm picking up an energy that you were the muse. You were always the muse for your parents or whatever like parental figures that has been put along your journey, basically put along your journey. Okay, group number one. Let me see. How does that lackness that we have been talking about is just affecting your current life right now? How does that lackness is affecting your current life right now? Queen of Cups. Oh, they're like two different feminine energies. I'm just picking up with this two different queens in here. I don't feel like they're the same. You might have come along with a different feminine figure, different like a motherly figure along the way. And there's a baby in here. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe like it's like your parents remarried with different people, but this person's a little bit guarded and I don't want to say hot-headed, but for the first time I'm picking up like how she's looking, like her face in this card. She might be very well dressed and like it's like well dressed in a very classy sense. She does not just whoever this person is. I'm not picking up it as you right now, but there's a little bit like elderly figure than you who dresses very neatly with maybe like very nice brands. It doesn't have to be too much. It's just like nice and neat and clean. But they are this kind of in an energy of defensiveness as well. They have love, but maybe like they are maybe when they give it, they also like make it known that I give this one, so you know that. It's not like I give this, so I expect from you this. They don't say it out loud, but it just gives off that kind of like a vibe. Very strange energies that I'm picking up when these cards are up position, to be honest. Yeah, two swords. It's like, again, not knowing where you stand with this person. And the moon in reverse, like, this person has some guards up. Definitely. Let me get a clarity over this Queen of Cups. Thank you. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. This person is not so cooperative. They want things to be on their own way. And the Ten of Cups in reverse, like it's not the happily ever after family. There's something missing. This person might be in your family, but something is not so happy. Like it might be really looking good from the outside, but something is really missing there that I feel. Like they might be really know how to market things or present things and make them look good to the outside, but like this little baby in here, like arrows, like his face is so bored. It's like even a little bit like grumpy and angry at the side. So, how does this likeness in your childhood that you might have been grow up with some not absent or emotionally absent person, emotionally absent female figure in your life might lead you to choose even this kind of like a partner as the Queen of Cups, who's guards up, who also represents themselves to the outside as everything is good while it's not, and they are a little bit stubborn and wants things to go in their own way. Or you still have that kind of like a presence in your current environment. It might be a parental figure, it might be an elderly figure, maybe an elder friend who's not so cooperative and a little bit stubborn. And that might be one of the people actually you're having a hard time to maybe remove or set boundaries. Remove from your life or set boundaries. Interesting. So can we see how can you support your inner child? Group number one. Ooh, how can you support your inner child? I'm hearing there are many ways, or like a one certain way. Okay, that was very direct. King of Cups in reverse. Is that Queen and King of Cups? Guys, if you are in a relationship that was good at once, I am picking up an energy that it's not serving you anymore. Any kind of relationship. It might be a variable or romantic relationship because they are like divine counterparts in here, the King and Queen of Cups, but they're not on the same page. Like even if you were at a while, I guess this time is requiring for it to have a time apart right now. Also, this is like a very emotional up and down energy with the King of Cups, and I'm picking up Pisces vibes. I'm not sure what the King of Cups represents as a tarot, as a zodiac sign, but yeah, like you need to change your perspective. I'm picking up an energy that the King of Cups is your energy, regardless of your gender. You might be feminine or the masculine, but you're asked to change your perspective right now towards how you're looking at the things. Because you feel a little bit stuck in a situation and you might be feeling having emotional ups and downs and you don't know how to navigate through them. Let me clarify the King of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Take steady and slow steps that you're going to reach your goal, and don't try to rush through the process as well. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that is that kind of like a separation energy which is needed that I'm hearing. And I'm sorry if these messages are resonating with you. Let me see, let me see. So, group number one. What is that something that you can do to heal your inner child? What is that something right now that you can do to heal your inner child? Oh, clean your space. Oh, that's so nice. The representation, the cloud, like a very clear sky, even when there's a small clouds. So for some reason, instead clean your space, I'm gonna come back to that. But you might just ever travel to somewhere like sunny, just like a very little one. It doesn't have to be a long vacation if it's possible for you to do so. If your worldly activities are not basically blocking it. Uh, Also, maybe you have some tattoos that I don't know, it's just you like, or if you're like planning to get a tattoo, maybe they're going to have like a very nice energetic imprint on you. But at the same time, yes, clean your space. There might be some old stacks of energies, basically resonated with the pile of clothes I'm picking up mostly, or any kind of like a junk of paper, anything that you think that you have been keeping it there for a while, and on the backside of your mind that you want to clean it up, but you couldn't. So this is a message in regards to that, which is going to clear up also space. It's just like cleansing up people from our lives, opening up spaces for new ones to come in. This is the same energy for doing it for your space as well. There was one more thing I was going to say about that. Do I remember? No, I don't remember. Okay. Oh, it wasn't the thing I was gonna say, but like cleaning your space also with the sage, hollow sounds or anything you might resonate might be also beneficial. And lighting up white candles, I'm hearing. Let me get one more card from this deck about what can you do to support your inner child that was clearly come. Build strength. Okay. Oh, that opens your third eye as well. You might be into boxing or any kind of like activities that basically it keeps you energized, keep you basically going and cleanse your energy. Even like dancing, but mostly in exercising that I feel is very healing for you too. Nice. So let me see what can you also like focus basically from this life purpose. Oracle cards, I love them. What your inner child wants you to focus on. Oh, music and support. So support says that your life purpose fully supports you. I believe that you have times to doubt about your life purpose, if that's really meant for you, or are you even just like receiving any guidance. You can always ask help from the angels, but you're fully supported. And whatever is coming to your mind about it right now, you're fully supported to go for the means that are going to be made for you to follow that path. And the music. So your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Listening music, dancing to it, and like any kind of specific frequencies, listening it in the day and night might be extremely healing for you right now that I'm picking up on. So nice. Let's see what emotions your inner child wants you to embrace at this moment. What emotions your inner child wants you to embrace at this moment. We have change. And exactly with the tower. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without moment. Exactly. You are asked to ground yourself, group number one, big time. Maybe like a red jasper is also like very helpful for you. It might be. You're embraced to accept change and you can also like write it down. I love these affirmations. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Happiness is coming for you. And we have grief and judgment. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Something better, a lot more better is coming, and can you see the color resonance in here with the change and the grief? Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. There is some kind of like a separation is happening when it comes to relationships, and this is meant for your highest good that your angels, especially your angels who are trying to connect with you right now, wants you to know. And you can call upon Archangel Michael as well that I'm feeling. We have resilience, burn away the past. I mean, I really did not cherry pick the cards, even if I did that when I shuffled them. So, yeah, burning away the past. Can you see? This is like a bit of a child representation in here. Like, her eyes are like closed, but you don't actually need to see. Your heart is leading you that I'm feeling it. So, something from your past, some things, a lot of things from your past, maybe childhood home is not serving you anymore. A big message is that if you're still living with your parents, that might be something you might want to consider to move out if that possible. So let's see. Warrior woman, oh so strong. Have you answered your deepest call? This is in regards to like all the changes you're going through right now, and also in regards to your life purpose that you might not be trusting it at times because it you might be feeling yourself drawn to many different things, but you're called to do something right now, and you're needing to embrace it and trust it. Starseed, what lights you up? You guys are star seeds, and like maybe you haven't felt belong to anywhere and still maybe not belonging to anywhere. And there's a Saturn in this card for the first time I'm picking it up. And I got this card several times. Okay, not gonna exaggerate. And Saturn is a planet of karma. And I saw 3003. Threes are following you, group number one. You might want to look at star seeds, but at the same time, I pick up the energy that you might have gone through multiple different challenges in this lifetime, but you are meant to because your soul is contracted to go through these changes. And we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations and divine path. So you are a divine mother figure in this lifetime, and you had mostly challenges I'm picking up with the mother figures around you. That doesn't mean that you're going to be any of them like that. If you ever had a fear like this, whenever it comes of the time comes for you when you want to be a mother, or maybe you're a mother, if you ever have a fear around like repeating any kind of undesired patterns that you saw from your parental figures, it's not going to happen that they specifically want me to tell. And one last advice message from your inner child to you, group number one. And I'm sorry for the length of the reading. I saw 3113. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay. We have Y, 31. This is 31. Really, threes are following you. Okay, I'm going to read that one quickly, the protection message. Okay, it was 31. I opened 13. Okay. The protection message says that something subconsciously, sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you toward a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. So, for example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better. So, because of fame will cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with a partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong. But deep down, what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching of why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you ever closer to the happiness you seek. Oh my God. I really believe that all the messages were adding up so perfectly, group number one. But that's all I got for you. I hope the messages were helpful and clear for you and bring out some clarity and peace of heart and mind. So I will really appreciate if you just share with me your experiences in the comments, and please don't forget to check out the rest of the other four of the aspects from the other readers as well. You're going to find their link in the description box below, and please give it a thumbs up to a video as well if you liked it. But thank you so much for bearing with me until the end if you did. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week and hope to see you next time. Until then, bye bye. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the cartoon Tom and Jerry, then this is going to be your reading. So, before I start with your reading, let me share with you what I felt during your meditation. First of all, I heard pastries and cookies, and I was just mostly picking up an energy of basically a patisserie. So maybe you have it, or you always work in one, or do your work in one, or you like the atmosphere, or you literally just like cookies and pastry stuff. But I love them as well. Besides that, what I heard was that we all go through some type of like a lessons and cycles for a reason. It's not to keep us stuck inside, but everyone has their own share of things to learn. So don't blame anyone. Was the message that I picked up on, but they're general messages. So please only take the messages if they resonate with you, and if they don't, please leave it. Sorry. So was there anything else? I believe that was all. Let's dive deep into reading group number two. So I already pre-shuffled some oracle cards. I'm going to shuffle more on the camera, and let's dive deep into reading. So I want to first check how your inner child feels currently with number two. And I was very much called to use this Witch's Tarot deck. I was using the Radiant Wise for group number one, but let's see what messages are gonna come from here. How your inner child feels currently, group number two. How your inner child feels currently, group number two. Oh my, oh my. King of Pentacles and Temperance. Your inner child feels pretty secure and pretty contented and very focused. Like you're bringing in balance. I'm hearing work-life balance. Like I'm hearing you made it. Like you might be quite at a young age to obtain and reach to that kind of like a success right now. You might have like this is very good, but you might also have some kind of like a Taurus in your chart, and somehow people might associate you by being a bit stubborn. If you resonate with this message or not, you're very well established, and you're gonna get even better after this point that I'm hearing. Your inner child is very happy and thankful for you. I'm not sure if you always have this kind of like a presence since you were a kid, like know what she or he wants, always goes after it. And you might be quite serious from the outside as well, very focused, very determined. But your inner child feels very secure. Like you know how to separate basically work from your personal life. If you I'm hearing like if you're married with your if you're working with your partner, like you might be married or not, then you know how to separate this two. And sorry, I'm also picking up another that if you're working with your friends, then you also know how to separate those two. You are a natural born leader, I'm hearing, and you also don't associate or let your emotions get into the mix of what needs to be done. It might be regards to work, it might be regards to like a personal to-do lists, like anything basically. You have this beautiful, like a yellow aura that I feel. You bring like a sunshine into where you go, but only if you feel like to do so. Like you're very particular with your energy, with whom to share with it or not. Some people might perceive you as calculated, but I'm really picking up an energy that you cannot care less how other people might think of you or perceive you. Oh my God. Your inner child is very happy right now. Should I even get a clarity on it? Oh my God, Queen of Wands. Like, I'm also like picking up an energy that you're like basically bringing in equality to situations that were not equal before, or just before. If you're in a position to basically of a leadership or boss, then you're really using it so good. Like you're doing the things that you saw other people were not managing it well. You're bringing it in your own way, and you are killing it. That I hear. There's this amazing, like attractive, sexy kind of like a aura is like radiating from you, regardless of your gender. I love this. Okay, I'm not gonna clarity on it. I'm not gonna get clarity on it. So let's see group number two. What you have lacked as a child. What you have lacked as a child, group number two. Oof. Okay. I too much to talk in here. Two swords. Mental clarity was lacked. It's not indecisiveness, but I'm picking up an energy that you were too much drawn, you were too much driven by your mind. You It's at the point that you disregard your emotions. You find them unreliable, and maybe you saw a lot, maybe from your parents or like the people around you, that when they give up on their emotions, They caught up with that. They don't know how to manage it, and it causes catastrophic, even sometimes results. So you learn to shut your emotions down, if that makes sense. With the Page of Wands in reverse, even at the point that your passions, some of your passions, might have also like, collapsed in between the whole mix. I want to get the clarity. Yeah, Knight of Swords. I'm gonna get one more. Yeah, Five Cups was under the bottom of the deck. Like, it's really an energy of I'm picking up like shutting down of emotions a bit, turning the way to that. Telling to people and yourself that it does not bother you. I mean, it does not, but it's only up to a point. I feel like I'm a little bit being vague right now, so let me see. Can we get clarity to Knight of Swords? It's a very determined energy that you know when you want something, you go after it, but you don't like when people being so irrationally fast. You want to see proofs. Like you like it when you do it because you're like, I always considered all the options. I always like evaluate things. I'm always so clear. I'm always so tactful. But I don't trust other people are gonna do the same kind of an energy. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So Two of Swords in reverse and Knight of Swords. Like what you liked as a child was taking an action towards something versus trying to preserve your energy to yourself. You might have too much passions, too much things that you want to share with other people. This Queen of Pentacles is in upright position, is an energy that loves to share with the others and they thrive out from it. Like they share all of their resources. It might be material resources, their energy, their love, but it's their natural operating point to do so. Like giving to others gives her back when it's balanced. But in a reverse position, it tells that someone choosing to resort that energy to themselves just because most probably they realize that investing that much to others who are not giving them back was not serving it. Maybe you come to that realization at a very early age and you were very mature of it. I'm picking up an energy that you're very mature of your own soul compared to your age. You might be an indigo child, you might want to look out for it, you might resonate by some characteristics, and also an old soul, a wise soul that I'm picking up. uh it's that energy that you don't go well with people, like you don't get along well with people who are so in and out, so hasty, so childish like, so immature, because you already like at a natural frequency know that thing. So maybe you like that, you miss that childhood kind of like purity or not knowing kind of like a things. Maybe you always know of things, so you always were that mature and you didn't have that chance to basically live your childhood as it is, like as a child meant to live it. No, at some people they might resonate by being a parent to their parents, even that kind of like a situation. Like you had to grow up quite early and maybe you were already so wise already at your age, like as a default setting, if that makes sense. Still, there were other kind of like energies that I was picking up in here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and Knight of Swords. It's that energy that yes, you want to do something, but like maybe sometimes you think that, oh no, that's so childish. Like, no, I don't even want to go there. Maybe like there are those things that you always considered as too childish to do are the things your inner child wants you to explore and allow yourself to be silly and not an adult all the time. If you have an opportunity to put the responsibilities at rest, Interesting. Let's see group number two. What is that something that left your inner child's card? Oh, okay, we are devil. I need an explanation of this. Queen of Cups in reverse. Did you have like emotionally manipulative feminine figure around you? Four of Cups. I'll get one more explanation for this. You are guarded. You are guarded group number two. Five of Swords in here under the bottom of the deck. I'm picking up an energy that you always picked up the pieces. Both the mother and the father figure, King of Wands in reverse in here, they had their distorted energy that you grew up into. And I believe that it was very actually like a boring environment that you contain your inner child quite a lot. You repressed it quite a lot. Like your inner passions, what you would like to do. Or can you see that like Nine of Cups is like a very happy card, like a very wish fulfilling card, but in this deck is represented as like she already know what she wants. She already put all of the cups in a row at the top shelf, but she's just waiting. It's still like she's contented but not there yet quite, so something is still holding her back. So something needs to change in here when it regards to past, like something you have a quite big emotional investment with Eight of the Cups in here needs to be let go, that I feel. But it's not going to be in a way that you're the first thing coming to your mind that I hear. So for the first time with the Devil card, I'm interpreting as like with this female and male energy is your upbringings, is your parents. So there's some toxic bonds in here in the nature of this connection that they it's an energy that if they would have wanted, they could take the chains off from their necks and just walk away, but they keep choosing to keeping themselves stuck in that kind of like unhealthy marriage pattern. They might be still together, they might want to get a divorce, but I'm still picking up an energy that there is that bond. Even if they are not together right now, they still have that kind of like a bond. Give me a second. So I'm feeling an energy that there's too much painful things maybe that have been said or like not said even. I'm having some hard time in my throat chakra and it wasn't there before. Maybe your parents were like fighting all the time, so you learn to repress your emotions. You can see that in the Four of Cups, like her basically spatter says that like over it. So I'm really picking up again the energy that you learn to repress your emotions and be quite guarded because you had to stay strong. Otherwise, you couldn't continue. So that was like a first or second nature for you. So that is something that left you feel scarred, that I feel. You might even have a tendency to ignore or postpone replying some messages from your parents when you receive it. Oh, sorry, I'm really having a hard time to talk. Okay, let's see group number two. How is that thing of here being guarded and maybe being in a constantly conflicting, unhealthy family environment, if you're resonating with this message, is right now affecting your life? We have Two of Wands that come in sideways. Ten of Swords under the bottom. You might be having some kind of like a phobia around receiving news through phone. If you keep receiving some bad news through the phone, or if you're basically communicating with your parents is a little bit off and not always making you feel at the best, you might be always like on the toes, whenever you receive something from them. It's also indecisiveness kind of an energy. We have Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups upright, Three of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles in reverse. How's that affecting you right now? I'm picking up an energy that it tells you a lot, most about the self love and learning whatever is given to you is not always the best opportunity. You always have to choose your own new beginnings and new starts. Not everything that's represented to you and handed to you is for your own good and best. Like you learn to trust your own craft basically, and trust your own talents, and you learn to basically deassociate your emotions from the work that you're doing again. Even if you don't like your subjects, even if you don't like the work that yeah, even if you don't like the work that you're doing for some reasons coming, maybe some of you group number two doesn't like what you're doing, or doesn't like the colleagues that you're working with or the boss you're working for, but you're managing with it. Like you're a perfect actually mediator and a leader, and you learn to do that through these, or always being in that kind of like a conflicting environments. And you know that you never taken things by heart, or most of the time that I'm picking up, and you learn to let things go which are not progressing, which are not showing results basically. Like whenever you find yourself in this monotonous mood or something, you start learning, maybe even more recently, that this is a sign from the universe that something needs to change. If it's stuck, something needs to change. If I don't like it, I have a power to make it better. Is there something with more of a two of wands? It's definitely taking the responsibility of your own life, not like giving the power away to anyone to affect your life. You can always take opinions, but never let them overrule your decisions. This is very wise energy. Let's see, group number two. How can you support your inner child right now? How can you support your inner child right now? Oh, we have Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Are you ignoring your needs, group number two? I am picking up an energy that you're really good in terms of the material senses, but you're ignoring some of your needs. I'll get one more card in here. I'm picking up an energy that you might be a little bit confused or not clear or not so honest about one truthful fact about how you feel deep down within yourself. Again, we have Ten of Swords. Yes. I'm picking up an energy hearing some like obsess about the past, like this girl that just keep checking up on her phone. It might be some disappointment in the past that has happened. It made you feel very. But what you're like, how can you support your inner child right now is basically if it's possible to take even like a time off from work, like maybe even time off from these people. Like the fact is that we are the ones who give power to our past experiences, like let them define us. I'm also feeling that you might be already aware of these messages, but I'm guided to remind you right now that when we know that our past is not going to repeat itself, because we are making definitely different decisions and the better ones because we have tons more awareness right now, then this is going to help you a lot more to move on. And I'm also picking up an energy that you haven't mourned about the past enough yet. Maybe you really have to dive deep into your emotions more and let them rule you, for a while. Maybe this is the reason why you might be even like guided, why I felt like I have to tell you that if you feel like you have to take a time off from work, maybe that's the reason. Like, to really process the things that you haven't processed in the past, let your emotions run over you, run for you. Like, maybe at a point that you just want to stay in the bed and do nothing, then do that. so that let those emotions out of your system and you're going to complete that cycle. Interesting. Okay. Let's see group number 2. What is that something that you can do to heal your inner child at the moment? What's that something you can do to heal your inner child? These are self-love, oracle cards. What's that something you can do to heal your inner child? Oof. Wow, too much. There is journaling there. It might be a very healing thing to write your emotions down. You don't have to show it to anyone. You can write it down, or you don't even need to read it again if you choose. So you can do it, but you can also burn it. What's that something you can do to heal your inner child? Massage. Oh my, okay. 34. It's because like I was just coming across with some videos that were just talking about massages through specific parts of our body to basically help us release some traumas. So it doesn't only have to be done through like cognitive mental work, but it can also be done through our body, and I'm really guided to read it. I don't read messages from this one usually. So bodies love to be touched. Massages are a vital part of our self-care because most people live with some amount of discomfort. Sometimes specific places on our body scream out for attention through pain, while others make more subtle requests through stiffness and limited mobility. Before you start a massage, scan your body from head to toe. Feel into the areas where you're holding tension. Set the intention of releasing your physical and emotional discomfort during the massage. If it's within your budget, book a massage with a professional as a royal treat for yourself. Alternatively, create a relaxing space at home with subtle lighting, aromatherapy, and candles, and by setting an intention. Massage your hands and feet, exploring reflexology techniques on your own intuitive moments. You can also ask a loved one if they would like to exchange massages with you. Remain mindful throughout the process and see what comes up for you on a physical, emotional, and spiritual level as you give and receive the gift. So you can think right now what part of your body needs a massage. Oh my, I love this group number 2. That was very nice. And sound healing. You can also put some frequencies to release any kind of emotional patterns or blockages. You can search it through Google while you're doing that. So with the massage. So let's see from the life purpose oracle cards what your inner child would like you to focus on doing right now. What your inner child would like you to do or focus on right now. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Healer. So you have spiritual gift of healing and desire to share it with others. You might be getting this massage from a spiritual person as well, like a Reiki healer as well. Like anything you might be like resonating with, or you might be one as well. But whatever you're putting it out there, you are healing and you are a healer as well. You're on the right path that your inner child wants you to know. And also your inner child wants you to know that your healing might be different than others. If you have a tendency to always trying to find proofs by the book, it might not be written it there, I feel, or I hear. Can we get one more message from here about what your inner child wants you to do? Teaching. You inspire young people to learn. You might be a teacher. Like whatever you're doing basically by teaching, you're bringing healing to the people around you. Maybe you're just sharing the experiences you go through with the others right now, which is really healing and awakening to the others. I'm hearing like don't underestimate the amount of power and amount of inspiration you have on others. Okay, let's see what emotions your inner child wants you to embrace at this moment, group number two. What emotions? Okay. We have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of the life. If you have been always too much work, 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 your inner child really wants you to have some fun and treat yourself. I'm really picking up an energy that you have abundance to be able to treat yourself in an earthly manner in this world. And this is a heavy green color, and green color is our like one of the representation of our heart chakra, and it's in the resonance with divine masculine. So you might be called to be more of like so your feminine energy if you have a more so in the masculine energy. And you can definitely, I'm picking up an energy that you should definitely go and check for divine feminine and divine masculine readings as well. You're going to find the links in the description box. Relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I love this. Okay. You also have some relationships messages are coming. Maybe you can embody this mantra as well that you're always attracted to people who serve your higher good, regardless of the fact that if they're going to meant to stay in your life or not. But this was the energy that you always bring with the humor to the relationships, or like maybe even like mask it with the humor basically that I'm feeling, which might be causing some indecision at the end of the journey for you. It's like only work until end of until until a point, but you're asked to basically use your intuition while making any decisions in here in all aspects of your life, but mostly when it comes to relationships, in regards to your relationships that you're questioning. So let's see. Vertigo. Whatever you choose will be correct, and we have indecision. How the hell on earth? Okay, definitely. You are asked to follow your intuition. You can also write it down. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life, and you can keep repeating to yourself as your like daily morning basically a formation. I use them usually when I do the yoga in the mornings, and they're really helping when you're in this kind of like a very relaxed state of mind and keep telling it to yourself. Subconsciously comes there. And under the indecision we have worry. So there's something you're worrying about, and all of these colors are like have a third eye color. So you're really asked to give into your basically intuition about the choice you want to make. Let's see. We have boundaries. Okay, where do you need to establish better boundaries, group number two? Too much eyes on you and too much hands trying to reach you in here. But this is again like this kind of like a past thing that I'm feeling. I guess you're very good with your boundaries already, but I'm picking up mostly the energies of like energetic cords needs to be cut with some people in here, and mostly from your past. And we have Mint again, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. You are a light worker. You might not have been felt like you're of this world, and you always longed for home. Whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you contacted with might always feel a little bit off. But by just following your passions, what makes you feel lit up and not resisting on whatever needs to be taken away from your life because it already served the purpose, I'm picking up the energy that you will be lessening this feeling of longing home more and more each time, because you will be aligning with your soul's calling, and this is going to attract multiple things in your life which is going to fulfill your soul, which includes other people. Let's see the last message from your inner child of number two. Last message and advice from your inner child. Oh, we have soulmates, and breathe. You're asked to breathe out and take a time out. And the soulmate message, let me read that one from the book. Maybe you're looking out for that one. This is 34 and 41. Yes. So it's harmonies, partnerships, love, friendships, companionships, and a relationship for fostering a personal growth. So you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It's always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't be possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. That is beautiful and so much resonating with this relationship message in here. But this is all I got for you, group number two. I hope you liked the messages. I hope they were resonating with you and bring you some peace of mind and clarity as well and heart. Uh, Please, I would love to hear from you down in the comments if you feel any resonance with any other messages that you listen from the other readers or anything resonating with you in this reading. Please don't forget to listen to them. You are going to find each four of their readings linked in the description box below as well. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week, day, or morning whenever you're seeing this. If you resonated with the reading and would like to give it a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. But I'm hoping to see you next time, and until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye. Hello, group number three. Welcome to your reading. So, if you have chosen Pokemon as one of the 90s cartoons, then this is going to be a reading. So, before I start with your reading, let me share with you what I felt with your meditation. And it was just like a specific image. And please take the messages only if they resonate with you, because this might be a general message and not resonate with you all. I kind of saw and heard someone like crying in the car, like driving on a rainy night, like over and over again, like just to let it out. You might also be like singing in the car, or that might be giving you like a feeling of safety being in the car, so that you are in control of something if you're feeling that the control of your life is taken out from your hands or somehow. But these were kind of like the general messages I was picking up. So take it whatever way it resonates for you and leave the rest, please. But I already picked up some oracle cards for you. I will shuffle more on the camera as well. But I'll start with your tarot cards. And let's see group number three. I want to start with how your inner child feels right now. How does group number three's inner child feels right now? I'll take this one. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This, for the first time, reminds me of... Actually, the imagery is quite similar. In the vice versa tarot, in the flip position of it, a guy is just working like this, and relatively very older guy than him. And there is a kid at the behind of the picture. He's a little bit like awake, like he's a little bit like faded, but he looks very bored. So this one in reverse and coming, telling me that you might be overworking yourself and just doing the things that requires for your maintenance basically, or like to continue living in their own standards, but not including anything fun into the mix. It's always like work, 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 kind of like an energy it might be. And it's also like a very boresome energy that you might not be so much enjoying at actually what you're putting it out there. You might be working on the same job for years. That could easily indicate 8 years. It doesn't have to be, but like very devoted energy, but at the same time, it's an energy that someone is in the comfort zone for such a long while that your inner child is kind of like a screaming for help, like, let me out, do something different. Page of Wands in reverse, you got this kind of spark of inspirations, but you might be quite advanced at what you do and you don't want to go back to that like a being of like a student stage. You don't want to start over again. You don't want to take risk. It's a kind of like an energy that I'm getting. Let me clarify the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Too many cards. You might not have like clarity of thoughts. It might be quite foggy on your mind. I'm hearing meditation could be help to ease your mind up, but you might not also be happy to hear it because then like it's also too much thoughts might be running through the meditation stage, so you might even then find yourself ended up more like frustrated than before starting a meditation. But like if that's already the case, it indicates that not all of our stages, mental status is suitable for doing a meditation. So you might need to let some energy out first, whichever means it means for you. Exercising, dancing, driving, whatever is just working out for you. And then whenever you reach that like a state that your body is tired, but you're contented, then this is a more calmer and suitable state to start the meditation if you're not already at that stage. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles, like 8-2, 8-2, Ace of Pentacles, which adds up to 9, basically. It is something that makes someone very independent, quite contented, and like having their own empire and being happy with it. But at the same time, this 8 is in the reverse. So if we subtract them, 7 of Pentacles, which tells me an energy that has been on the long while of waiting for something to come true. Maybe you have been passively waiting. That passive doesn't mean that you haven't been working. Obviously, there is this energy of like working on something quite a long while, but the same kind of like a thing that takes energy off from you. Maybe you have been energetically, subconsciously, passively waiting for some opportunity to show up at your door. I need to get one more clarity for this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Swords? New beginnings. There's something on your mind already, group number 3, that you want to start. You should. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This got stuck, and I'm seeing that this is mostly stuck on your mind. Like it's written in the stars, like it is meant for you, but like it is stuck right now because I'm seeing that you're a little bit hesitant to take an option towards it. If you feel that you cannot be able to do two of the things at the same time together, like what you're doing currently, let's say 9 to 5, versus this new hobby, it's more than a hobby, it's something you already know. You want to start, you might think that they might not go hand to hand together. Maybe some practicalities needs to be like checked more by the book. Like maybe you really need to like, I'm hearing get your hands dirty a little bit, but it's like if there are things you were avoiding to check, like let's say taxation or the procedures, how are you going to handle it, how are you going to manage the time, what are your schedule is going to be. Maybe it's a good idea to start making plans, but I feel in general that your inner child feels quite excited and happy about something on your mind which it believes is going to bring stability to you, but you feel that it is just the Ace of Pentacles. You already have 8 of Pentacles, so you don't want to revert from 8 to 1 in here. But this is what your inner child wants. This is what it was already wanting it all along. It's gonna require some journey, yes, but this is gonna make you feel happier at the end than where you are right now. Yeah, where you are right now is Ten of Wands. I mean, you really feel burdened by your current situation and what you had to be doing, I feel. So let's see group number three. What I want to see next, like what did you lack as a child? Five of Pentacles in reverse. I'm picking up an energy that there were always people around you. An Ace of Cups. Maybe you didn't have your privacy enough. And Six of Wands clarifying in reverse. This is an energy of maybe you have been always around people, or you had too many siblings, or like too much people around you that you haven't been acknowledged or appreciated as who you are or what you bring into the table. Like maybe you have always been helping to others and you haven't been acknowledged, you haven't been seen. There is this part of you, that inner child of you, that I feel that it is so hungry for validation, external validation. I'm not sure if you're right now resonating with it still, but you want to be seen by people. You want to be recognized by any means or sense. Let me see more. Can we clarify here? Five of Pentacles and Six of Wands in reverse more. Yes, yes, you need a new start. We have Eight of Cups in reverse and Fool. So there is something you emotionally invested too much in the past. This is in regards to the past, but it's still with you, that you cannot be able to let go of it. And eights are all about like a karmic cycles we are releasing. And there's a new moon in here. And I guess when I'm recording it, what is that? 20th right now, today, I believe. It is there should be a new moon, I believe, or gonna be soon. So this is, yeah, this is something that you cannot bring a new start in, but your inner child desperately wants that new start in. If you had a dog while you were growing up, this might be a confirmation for you as well. Yeah, this is definitely something that you lacked emotionally when it comes to your past, that created some emotional wounds, some maybe codependency, and yeah, looking out for external validation that I'm also picking up on. So let's see group number three. Like, what is that something that left your inner child scarred? And I promise we're gonna make connections of them. So what's that something that left your inner child scarred? Queen of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. I know, was there some kind of like a childhood friend that you had to separate your ways? Like that was the one that was really got you? Very specific messages that I'm picking up on, but okay. Give me a second in here. And yes. So we have Nine of Wands in reverse and Four of Cups in reverse. I'm picking up that there was that specific someone that was enabling you to lower your guards down and making you feel stronger than you believe you are. But somehow that is taken away from you, that I'm kind of picking up on. Like, what left you feel scarred? Like what left your inner child feel scarred is like not being able to hurt, that I feel. Because I guess you might resonate by being in an energy of quite dreamy. You might be resonating by being a Pisces or having Pisces placements in your chart, but it's just that no, the people are trying to give you things, but you're like, no, 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 it's not what I'm interested in. No, no, it's not what I like. So it created some walls around you. Like you really try to stay in your own ground, and also didn't want to disappoint other people as well. But by you doing so, you feel like you might have been disregarding your own needs as well. Maybe you're quite a dreamy person. You high imagination, and this is actually perfect when it comes to what you want to create in this world right now. Let's say that you're an amazing script writer. You could be, and you always have an interest of it. You had the most amazing, fantastic ideas, let's say, coming to your mind. But your work is, let's say, being an engineer or being an accountant. It does not feed this part of your soul. It does not let your creativity and spark to let out, to be seen, to be shine. And that's why this like needed external validation is coming, because you are not validating your own needs right now, that you might be still somehow holding on that something is going to happen or some person is going to realize it, but you are the one that I'm feeling that you need to take that step first, so that the universe is going to take 10 steps forward that I'm hearing and going to provide and going to create opportunities for you. And I saw 1414 on the clock while I was saying that. This disregarding your own needs is one of the lackness, and that causes you to feel like a reverse Queen of Wands. Like Queen of Wands is an incredibly powerful energy, and the upright position, you are still this Queen of Wands. Don't misunderstand me, it's just like a temporary energy that this is in the reverse. Queen of Wands is an energy that she knows what she wants. She goes after it. She is unapologetic. Like her presence speaks for itself, not her words. Of course, her words does too, but she does not necessarily need to say anything to get attention. How she dresses, how she looks, how she walks, how she presents herself does everything for her. And this is a confidence that does for it. And we had a strength in here which come in reverse under the bottom of the deck as well. So you're breaking some kind of like ancestral cycles, some patterns in here. I'm not sure if we are going to get any clarity down along the line related to ancestral patterns that you're breaking, but you're meant to shine, group number 3. You're meant to be known. Okay. Let's see, group number 3. How is that not being able to follow your dreams or ignoring your needs that we have been talking about right now is affecting your life right now? How is that affecting your life right now? Seven of Cups in reverse. I believe that you're getting out of this illusion. You're realizing more and more of where your heart's truth desires lies. Yeah, Queen of Cups, you're connecting more and more with your intuition, and I'm also picking up an energy that you don't have any other choice but to do so. Like the things are really being shown so clearly to you. And I'm also picking up Alice in Wonderland's energy if you resonate with anything related to that. From the Seven of Cups card, I can show it to you. After getting a clarity, hopefully, about that. Oh, interesting. We have Ten of Pentacles and Devil in reverse. Clarifying Seven of Cups in reverse. So, how is this affecting your life right now is that you're realizing any place that you are keeping yourself stuck. This might come to in relation to people as well, mostly. Maybe some codependencies there. So you're realizing that maybe the family you know once before, there might be some dysfunctional patterns there that you're realizing. Like you're not lost in your head anymore. Let me show you Seven of Cups. You're not lost in your head. You're not get lost in your illusions anymore. You are seeing the things as they are. And I'm picking up an energy that you are asked to not to accept anything less than what you deserve, which is your happily ever after. If you want this happily ever after marriage and a family life, it's gonna be yours. Just keep setting boundaries accordingly to keep reaching to it. If you want this amazingly successful life, career where you follow your passion, make money out of it, connect with the people, like-minded souls, this is gonna be happening for you. Just keep saying no to opportunities which are not aligning for what you want. I love this. Get a sip of water. Okay. Let's see group number 3. How can you support your inner child now? How can you support your inner child now? We have Page of Pentacles in reverse. I need a clarity to it. Oop, oop. And on the floor. Wait a sec. Okay. We have Three of Pentacles in reverse and Four of Swords. And the Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups things again, it's reminding me of reminiscing for your childhood memories. Keep replaying the same things over and over in your mind, but not being able to take an action. So this is something that you weren't met in the middle. Like people were not cooperative of you. You know, they didn't wanna. I'm hearing they didn't want to take the risks and they didn't believe in you. So there was lacking of commitment, both from you and the other parties. But that has been on your mind for quite a while. So this is something that you already started. You already have an idea because the Pentacles of the Pages is the most experience of all the pages in terms of tarot suits. And this is still something that you're not giving yourself enough credit for. But how you can support your inner child is keep coming to the same message that you are meant to follow your passion, that passion of yours. Whatever is coming up to your mind right now whenever I'm talking about it. So let me see what, yeah, we have some in the reverse under the bottom of the deck because you have been feeling stuck and unhappy. Like this inner child of yours is unhappy. And the world is also in the reverse in here. So it's like you're at the last bit of your journey and you're unlocking it. And it's all in your hands. Let's see group number 3. What is that something you can do to heal your inner child? What's that something you can do to heal your inner child? Be still 4. We have this for a source in here. You're guided to take your time out, especially after work or even off work if it's possible, and just be still. Like be still means even like do nothing and stare at the wall. Or just close your eyes and lay down. Or just, I don't know, walk outside without even any music on and just observe. Through that stillness, it is going to create some big awareness for you. Oh, and we have make a vision board. So I believe that this is also like a perfect way right now for you to connect with your inner child, to realize that what your inner child is actually asking for you. Because with the vision boards, you can do it with the physically by cutting out images even or drawing images, cutting out images from the magazines or newspapers or even like printing them out. And also you can draw them by yourself. Also, you can create them online too if you would like. There are websites for it, but with the images, you're gonna create connect quite amazingly, I feel, with your inner child desires. Because when I'm talking like this, it might still sit so vague for you, but and I also pick up an energy that it is a so basic thing right now, maybe even sound to you, or when I'm describing it like this. But it's the that simplest thing that we think that we know, but until we get our hands around it, it just unlocks even the simpler part than it is, and you're like, uh-huh. I thought I know it. I mean, like I was talking about it. I was imagined of it, but it didn't like occur to me like that, if that makes sense. I mean, the most the most solid example I can give is that I read things, I hear things about like personal growth, healing, etc. But it's until a point that unless I experience it, I cannot fully understand it stuff. It is such a painful thing, but it's something like that. Something along those lines. And also 55, writing a gratitude list. If you have time to starting your day, and the spirit is saying that even if you don't have time, is a very great way actually to increase your vibration. And being grateful is going to help you to realize what more things you want to attract. And it's 3455. So 345 is a very good progression. Okay, so let's see group number 3. I want to see more of from the Life Purpose Oracle cards, what your inner child would like you to do at the moment. School. The answers you're seeking involves going to school. Maybe that thing you want to do or pursue is involved you learning some things, getting a degree, getting a second degree, or studying it somehow, even by yourself. One more card, please. What your inner child would like you to focus group number 3. Ooh, that might be about nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Yeah, maybe you would like to be a chef and like whatever you create is amazing, so tasty, but like somehow, or like any kind of like a dietitian, like anything that requires nutrition, and you're going to be so good at it. But you might feel like maybe there's still some work for you to do. And body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, and exercise training. So anything along those lines are also might be calling it out for you. Let's see what emotions your inner child would like you to embody. Oh, okay, that was the fastest ever. Thank you. Success and fear. Yeah, fear of success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And fear says, I realize that I'm testing my resolve. No, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. The energy of love is repeated twice in here. So you're afraid of taking a steps towards your highest good, which is going to bring the ultimate success as possible. These are the emotions that your inner child would like to embody. First of all, acknowledge all this fear. You can write them down. What are you afraid of? What's the worst case scenario that it could happen? Why are you afraid of? And leave them. Leave. Like leave those emotions for your body. Run them through your body. Let them run through your body. And then you can let it out. And then you can start imagining how it would feel really for you to be successful. Dive deep into that feeling, like really live it as if you're already living that life, that you're very successful out by doing the thing that you love. This is going to like raise up this vibration a lot already. So let's see your oracle cards in here. We have a lot in here. We have Epiphany, reveal your gifts. There are things you're putting on a mask, but you're not so good at it, let me tell you. People could see it already. Whatever you're trying to hide from your childhood, like your parents are aware of it, like your best friends are aware of it. If you ask them, they have answers to give you about what you're really creative about, what you're really talented about, that you were trying to hide, basically. You can have that kind of like conversation that I feel. Interesting messages. Phenomenon. Be still and listen to the spirits. We have be still in here. And we have four swords. This is amazing. Like you have three cards repeating from three different decks that you need to be still. Okay. So epoch. Pause. Pause in your journey. Oh my God, you were too much in your head, group number three, I'm hearing. So you really need to allow your heart to be on the driver's seat, not your head anymore. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This is exactly what you're doing. I'm picking up an energy that you are starseed. You might be resonating with it. You can check for more information about this one as well. But whatever you're going to bring into this world, you're meant to be doing that. Don't question this, group number three. And priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? You are a high priestess, and exactly like whatever you are going to do is going to be your own creation, and it's going to help heal the masses. You have power in your hands. You might be resonating by into being energy healing, a Reiki healer. You might be already doing this, or might be thinking about doing this as well. But you have a deep down knowledge, and you have such a connection to ancient Egypt as well. You can also listen some pick a card readings about the messages from the goddesses. That might be also calling it out for you, but some ancient goddesses has messages for you, some ancestors. Now I saw 3003 while saying it, so don't ignore your intuition and your heart's calling. Let's get your last message advice from your inner child, group number three. Your last message and advice for group number three, Spirit. Observer. Two different messages I'm hearing. You have been an observer too long for your life, and also take a step back and observe is the other message I'm hearing. 49. So this says that most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need to distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Changes are on its way that I'm hearing also with this fox. But these are all the messages I got for your group number three. Thank you so much for bearing with me until the end if you did. And please don't forget to go and check out the other identity messages from the other four amazing readers. Their reading links will be in the description box below. You can easily go through that. And I would appreciate if you give the thumbs up to this video, and also if you share your experiences with me down in the comments if you felt any resonances between different readings too. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye.